Hello everyone. This is B here once again. Um, Actually, I'm just coming on today to give my testimony, or mainly actually my vision or rapture dream that I had. It was actually more of a vision than a rapture dream because I was kind of awake. Um, this vision was kind of, I don't know, overwhelming to be honest with you. Um, when this happened, I had pray to the Lord because many people were seeing raptures in their dreams and were having visions of the raptures. So I prayed to the Lord, sincerely to show me something that has to do with rapture and what's to come. And the Lord, after I finished praying that prayer, I kind of laid down on my bed and just to take it easy for a while. Then suddenly what had happened was it's like I was almost asleep, but I wasn't completely asleep. I was half awake, half asleep. Then I heard this trumpet sound, this loud trumpet sound. And before I knew it, my spirit was taken out of my body. And I started to lift up above the earth so quickly. Before I even realized it, I was above the earth looking down. When I looked down, I could see the earth. And I looked up. We were shooting as I was basically just engulfed in light. And it wasn't just me, it was several, about millions of other people who were also, engulfed in light. We all looked like beams of light just shooting out of the earth. And we started to shoot, just basically fly pretty quickly. I can't explain how fast we were going because I don't think we've ever accomplished that speed here on earth for me to be able to explain it. But we were so fast. We were going above. We were just going higher. We passed the solar system. We passed Jupiter. We passed our solar system, Milky Way. We just kept going and going. Just millions of us just engulfed in white. And then all of a sudden we come into this place where it's just filled with like white. It's just everywhere was just white when we all of us landed. And as we landed and we set our foot where we were, it was, you can see from where I was, I can see afar from in front of me, I can see a beautiful gate. And as I looked around, people around me, there was so many people around me, and all of us were all dressed in white. And all I could see was, like, from the neck down, we were all dressed in white. Many of us were dressed in white and just bright. It's just light just coming out of us. And then I can see Christ, like, basically welcoming us by the gate. So when this had happened, after I seen, like, I looked around, I saw so millions of people, and people were just so happy and joyful and just glad and just, oh my goodness, I don't know how to I can't, it's so hard to put into words the excitement that everyone had. And we were just so happy that it finally happened, that event had finally happened. And then I came out of the dream. There were some other things that had happened during the time as we were traveling. I was hearing the voice of God speaking to me, but what he was speaking to me about was a bit personal, so I'm just going to leave it at that. But basically what he was saying was just to assure me, because I was worried about my family, because I know that we have to live a completely holy life, a holy life to be able to make that that rapture. You have to live a holy life. There's no two way about it. There's just no two way about it. So he was just basically telling me that everything was going to be okay, and he was going to make sure that my entire immediate family would make it. um so that basically, when I came out of this vision or this dream, I was just blown away by what I saw, because just a few minutes before it happened, I had prayed for the Lord to show me something that has to do with the rapture, because many people are just getting rapture dreams or visions, and the Lord had just, he honored my prayer because I prayed sincerely. And I just want you guys to know that this happened back in August 31st of 2011, and this is my first time putting it up on the internet. I should have put it up a lot sooner, um, but I wasn't prepared to, and I was hesitant about it. Now that I'm seeing that many people are putting their rapture dreams and visions online, I decided, I was like, okay, you know what? It's time to just let people know, so that at least the numbers of people who are having visions and dreams will grow, because the word says, out of the mouth of two or three witnesses, a word shall be established. So if you're hearing these dreams and these visions from so many people, it's a warning. It's take heed, basically just do not be so quick to stop and turn away. Do not be so quick to just disregard what people are saying about what's going to happen and what's about to happen. So I just came on today and decided to. I had promised that I was going to put my Rapture Visions and Dreams on here. I have had several others, which I will put up later, um, because this was the first one, but I've been shown many others, so I'll put many the other ones on there later. But in the span of this particular vision that happened, um, later on that later on, the next day actually, I was shown a vision of Christ looking down at the earth, and as he was looking down at the earth, he was holding a clock in his hand, and this clock in his hand wasn't basically um, a clock that you see on earth. Is a clock that I've never seen before, so it's so difficult for me to describe. But the best way I can describe it is basically what Ezekiel said, where he saw a wheel within a wheel. What I saw was like a clock within a clock within a clock. I can't explain it completely what it looked like, but what I would say is that it was several clocks in one, and they were spinning in different directions. And the middle clock, which is the clock for the time for the rapture, had stopped. What the Spirit of the Lord was letting me know is that time is up. That's it. Time is up. The time has passed where rapture probably should have already happened, but the thing is, God is waiting for some of us to get our acts together. So right now, the time that we're on God's good grace. Right now, we're on God's good grace. So time is up, people. Time is up. This is the time to turn away from the things of this world that will hold us and keep us from seeking God, the things that of this world that keeps us from his word and his truth and his light and his love and his salvation, his mercy, his goodness, the things of this world that takes away time from us, so we will not spend time with the Lord. We need to stay away from it. We need to just pray, keep on praying, keep on fasting, keep on seeking the Lord, and do your own praise and worship. It's very important that you have a one-on-one relationship with Christ. This is very significant. It's very significant. People think that going to church once a week is enough, or even worse, going to church twice a year is enough. And no, that's not what God is looking. He's not looking to take attendance of you going to church. What he wants is a personal, intimate relationship with you. He wants a relationship with you. He wants to be your father. He wants to be your brother. He wants to be whatever you need him to be. He is willing to be that. Our God is so good. Our God is so great. I mean, his love is just undescribable, undescribable. And the reason why I'm able to speak about how his love is because I was once given the privilege to stand in his presence when I went through an illness, but that's another testimony which I'll give another time. So I know what it's like to be in the fullness in the presence of God, and when you're in the fullness in the presence of God, the love that you feel is indescribable. It's such a pure, engulfing love that there's no words on earth that I can use to describe it. The love that we have here on earth is nothing. That's nothing compared to the love of God. Nothing. So basically, I came on here to give you guys my testimony of the vision of the rapture that I had, and just to let you guys know, time is up. I mean, it's good news for people like me who have accepted the Lord and is seeking God, but bad news for those who constantly reject his word. However, I'm still taking this opportunity to put this out there, since everyone else, many people are putting their dreams and visions out there. I felt, the leading of the Spirit of God to do the same. So I'm here, and this is my rapture dream. I will leave the comments open so you guys can put your comments if you like. But what I want to say is that Jesus Christ has given us a gift, and that gift is salvation. And if you want to be saved, if you want to be taken up in this rapture, because there's the calamity that's coming upon this earth is will be unbearable. You do not want to be here for that. You don't want to be here for what the enemy is about to do to this planet and the wrath of God that's about to be poured on this planet. So you don't want to be here for that. And the gift of salvation, the gift of salvation is such a precious gift. He didn't have to do it, but he did it because of his grace. He did it because he loves us. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. It's a gift. Salvation is a gift. Accept the gift that God is offering up to you. Accept his gift, his salvation, so that you can be saved. You can be saved from eternal damnation, because hell is you do not want to go to hell. Trust me, you do not want to go to hell. It's a terrible place. That is the last place you want to end up. And once someone's in hell, it's for eternity. It's not for a year. It's not for 10 years. It's not for a sentence of 1,000 years. It's forever and ever and ever. And the opposite is the same. When you're in the presence of God, it's not for a year or just 100 years. It's forever and ever. You will be in the presence of a loving God, your Father, forever and ever. So accept that salvation. Ask Christ to come into your heart. Ask Christ to cleanse you of your sin. Tell him you repent of the sins in your ways, and turn away from your ways and just seek him. Seek him and him alone. Just seek him. So this is just my testimony, and I am pleading, and not basically pleading, but letting you know that time is running out, and the only way to be safe from all this is through his salvation, and to walk in complete holiness in his sight. So that's the end of my testimony for today with my rapture dream. If you guys have any comments, go ahead and type it. You're more than welcome, and I'll respond accordingly. So thanks, and have a good day.